Let's go.
Addition is Crystal and One More Green Numbers to board 38.
ゴムバンドを頭にかけます。
We wait for the next boarding call. To facilitate our boarding process on AirAsia.
持ったやつを共有してもらえれば。
Thank you. Welcome to Davao.
Please consent to the boarding process. We voluntarily surrender your bag to your gate number 7. Please be reminded that your
Switched off.
Ataya. ました